Hi, my name is Avital, and for my voice therapy video, I have decided to do a voice client who is a teacher who currently presents with dysphonia. The two techniques that I plan on using with her is SOVTE straw phonation. And the reason why I chose straw phonation for her is because, according to one study, straw phonation can be used as a protective measure for teachers and can promote less fatigue and voice improvement. So I'm hoping for my client, at least, to achieve easy voicing that doesn't really require a lot of effort. And the second technique that I plan on using is resonant voice therapy, also known as RVT. So why I chose to do RVT is because, according to one study by Chen et al. 2006, RVT significantly reduces the severity of bad vocal quality and reduces the scores of the VHI. So before and after, he did a VHI index on these clients, and they did find improvement after therapy. So RVT is effective for school teachers also, and is suggested to be one of the therapy approaches in clinics for this population. And in the same study, Chen et al. 2006 said, and I quote, speaking fundamental frequency, maximum range of speaking fundamental frequency, and maximum range of speaking intensity were significantly increased after therapy, end quote. So what I'm hoping for my client to achieve with RVT is having to use her voice less in order to project her voice in a better and healthier way. So my name is Avital, and I'm going to be your speech therapist. I understand you had concerns with your voice today, so we're going to be doing some voice therapy techniques to help target that. The first technique we're going to do is called straw phonation, and what that is where we take a straw and we dip it just below the surface in the water, and we're just going to blow. And we're going to kind of build on that, first just blowing and then adding our voice and so on. And the purpose of straw phonation is to just rehabilitate and retrain the voice. So this is just to help the vocal folds vibrate with more ease and less effort. Okay.
Gotcha.
Awesome. So let's start. So let's try to take our cup. Beautiful. I'm glad you have it here. So let's try to just take our straw just below the surface and just blow. No voicing, no nothing. I just want you to blow some bubbles.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. So your straw looked like it went a little bit too deep. So if you notice, because it was a little bit too deep, it was probably a little bit harder to blow, right? Yeah, so that built up a little bit more pressure. So let's try to pick up the straw a little bit higher in the cup. That's good. Yeah, so that's really great. So let's try that again. Oh, okay. Great job. Okay, so what I saw, at least, was when you were blowing, the bubbles were pretty big and they look pretty loud, right? So we want to just make sure the bubbles are not kind of like bubbling out of the cup. We just want nice, consistent flow of bubbles.
Gotcha.
So let's try that again.
Okay.
Yeah. Much better. That was great. How did that feel?
That one felt much easier than the first two, definitely.
I'm glad it did. Okay, let's try that again with just blowing, and let's just see how that is.
Okay, let me try again.
Okay, that was really good. How did that feel?
That felt much easier. I could tell when the straw was too far down. It took a lot of pressure, a lot of effort.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm glad you felt that difference. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to add our voice. So again, we're going to just put the straw below the surface so it's not too hard to blow. And then we're going to just try to use our voice as we're blowing.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So
A
How
little
did
bit out of there.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, so that was you were blowing a little bit too hard over there. But
Okay.
that's okay. That's okay. Don't worry. So the bubbles again, they were pretty big, pretty loud, right? But I heard the voice, but I was hearing a lot of the time that your voice was kind of like going up and back down, right? So let's try to have a nice consistent flow in our voice as well. The same thing with a nice consistent flow in the blowing of bubbles.
Okay.
So let's try to do that both simultaneously with just a nice flow.
Okay. A little bit.
That was great. That was really great. So let's try that one more time. Okay. So we're gonna make sure we're gonna coordinate our voice and our breathing the same time. We're gonna do that one more time just for a couple of seconds until you feel like you need to breathe. Right. Okay, that was really great. That was great. Okay, you did really good. Your airflow and your voice were both at the same time. You were blowing and you were using your voice at the same time. That was really great. That was what I wanted to see. Okay, you did really good for this technique. So did you feel like after doing that, your voice maybe kind of feels a little bit more easier to use?
Yeah, it feels like it's like a nice warm up almost.
Yeah, so that's what we're aiming for. Great.
Awesome.
All right. So how did you use your voice last week? How did it feel?
By the end of the week, my voice was really tired. I feel like I was using it a lot every day, and especially being a teacher, I'm always yelling over kids. So definitely by the end of the day and by the end of the week, my voice was almost gone.
Oh my, that's not good. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to teach you another voice therapy technique, which is called resonant voice therapy. So we're going to just work on bringing your voice more to the front so that you can just project it more in a more better way. So we're not gonna overuse or overpress our voice. We're gonna do this to help kind of just project ourselves better. Okay. So let's start with this. All right. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna work on our resonance, and how we're gonna do that is that we're just gonna practice saying, and when you do that, I want you to try to just feel the vibrations in the front of your face and try to use an easy voice when you say it.
Okay. So just like humming.
Yeah, so we're gonna hum, but let's try to make sure as we're humming, we feel the vibrations in the front of our face and that our voice is easy.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. I feel the vibration more back here.
All right. Okay, so if you feel it more back there, that's fine. We're going to try to work on bringing it to the front. Okay.
Okay.
So let's try to maybe explore making the vibrations a little bit more narrower, right? So we're going to try to bring it to the front. Yeah. So instead of feeling it in the throat, we're going to go right? We're going to feel it more. We could feel it more in our lips maybe, right? So try to do that and try to see if you feel maybe some vibration in your lips as you're saying this.
Okay. Okay, I feel that more kind of in my mouth towards my nose.
That's good. Okay, so we're getting there. So before you were feeling it more in the back, but now you're feeling it more in the front, right? So you're feeling it more in your mouth, in your nose, and that's good. So how is your voicing? Was the voicing easy to do it, or did it not feel so good?
It was pretty easy.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So let's try that again. So let's do it again. We're going to hum and we're going to just try to make sure everything is in the front as we're saying it.
Okay. Mm. Is that better?
So I didn't really hear it that much because of the Zoom. I guess the voice kind of cut off. But let me ask you, did you feel it more in the front or in the back?
Yeah, so the first time I definitely felt the vibrations more almost in the neck. And that one I definitely felt it more forward. I think I brought the sound more towards my mouth almost.
Okay, that's great.
Okay.
Okay, so this is really good. Okay, so again, so the purpose of resonant voice is that we're not just trying to just only bring the sound to the front, right? So anytime you have these sensations, it's like doing something good to your vocal folds. It's like it's like medicine. So it could sound different, but if you can answer yes to vibrations in the front of your face, and yes, you feel easiness when you phonating, then you're doing it right.
Oh, good.
Okay. So as long as you feel those vibrations and it's easy, then you're doing a really good job.
Awesome.
Okay. Yeah. So you're doing really good. Okay. So how do you feel after doing these techniques?
I feel really good. I think I learned a lot.
Okay, I'm really glad. I hope you learned a lot, and I hope these techniques are going to be easy for you to do, because what I want you to do is practice these two techniques. So the straw phonation and the resonance. I want you to do that for me 2 times a day for 15 to 20 minutes in the morning and at night. So before you go to work, we'll love for you to do these two exercises within 15 to 20 minutes, right? So not maybe like 15 minutes of this and 15 minutes of that. So just 15 to 20 minutes, just do both of those exercises before you go to work and then after work, okay? Because using these techniques will help you. For example, the straw phonation that we did, it's really good to do that because it can be used as a protective measure specifically for teachers, which is great, right? So it's going to promote less fatigue and it's going to do a lot of voice improvement. And I would love for you to do that before you go to work and after work. And then also just the resonant voice that we've been doing, the humming is really great because it's gonna kind of just significantly increase your range of speaking intensity, which is really good for you as a teacher because you need to know how to project your voice in a healthier way, right? So I want you to make sure you're going to be doing both the straw phonation and the resonant technique that we did. I want you to do it twice a day for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. And if you ever have any questions, you can always reach out to me. I'm always available.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This has been great.
No problem. It's been a pleasure.
All right.
And I'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.